This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Hassan Reddick Dad was baffled that his son was traded. Also, we got to talk about Jaylen Herz. Do he need tough coaching from Kellen Moore? And lastly, we got to talk about Aaron Donald hating the Philadelphia Eagles. But let's get straight into it. All right, before we get straight into it, let's talk about Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce. Yes, they made an appearance at WrestleMania. They appeared, came in the ring. They did some backstage stuff. Looked like they talked to Triple H as well. Shout out to my WrestleMania wrestling fans. You know, I used to watch it as a kid. Don't watch it too much now. I catch it here and there, but don't watch it too much. It's good that Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson made an appearance. I know it was rumored that Triple H had reached out to Jason Kelce, see if he could come. We got both our best guys, or that been in Philadelphia or been playing for a while, because Jason Kelce obviously ain't playing no more, which sounds insane, ridiculous. Yeah, those guys got the heartbeat of the city right now. When you think of the Eagles, think of O-line and D-line, and the two guys you think about is Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce, who've been with the Eagles forever. All right, speaking of the two, these two guys, or especially Jason Kelce, played a huge role in Aaron Donald hating the Philadelphia Eagles. But let me go ahead and play this clip.
Was there one team that always had a good plan?
Philly. I hated playing against Philly. Kelce, his little fast always ran full. He would snap the ball and run over right now. And I'm like, bro, you got some good guards. Let them work. You don't got to help them every time. I'm not letting you. We're not gonna let you ruin the game. And I'm like, God, every single play, every time I played the Eagles, bro, I really never really got no one-on-ones. I probably had like one or two during the game, and that would be it. If you don't win any one-on-one that time, then you're done. You're gonna get doubled and triple team for the rest of the game.
Look, Aaron Donald, that was nothing but respect. You know, that was nothing but respect. He like, look, when I play Philly, you probably get one or two, one-on-ones. Other than that, double teams. And Jason Kelce told him, like, look, I'm done with teaming you all day. You ain't getting the quarterback. And we all know Aaron Donald records against the Eagles look pedestrian because Jeff Stoutland always got a game plan for him. Jason Kelce already know. Play the Rams. Just watch out for Aaron Donald. So Aaron Donald, when we played him, he never had a big impact against the Eagles, not at all. Not saying he no slouch or anything. We just was always prepared for him. Jason Kelce, man, he's going to be missed. But we still got Jeff Stoutland. So we play a dominant guy like that, we're going to find ways to stop him. And Aaron Donald, one hell of a career. But when you came and played them Eagles, you was pedestrian, man. You was pedestrian. But at the same time, you were doubled and triple team most of the time. Got to give you that. But nothing but respect. I like that he said what he said, man. And he acknowledged it. We all know the stats say it. He acknowledged it. All right, so let's talk about Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick Dad actually spoke about the Eagles and his son being traded in the Tim McManus article. So he's saying he was baffled that the Eagles traded Hassan Reddick. And all Hassan Reddick wanted was the market price. He didn't want to reset the market or anything. Simply the market price. So while we look at it like it looked like it was more of this year type thing of Hassan Reddick being traded and a disconnect. But it all started last season or last off season, according to the Tim McManus article, because Hassan Reddick had one hell of a season during the Super Bowl year. We always talk about Jaylen Herz during that time or even A.J. Brown, but Hassan Reddick, like just the stretch, had one hell of a year. A lot of people mention the 49ers hit, but just that stretch, man. And Hassan Reddick thought he was going to get paid. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. I just want to get the 20 to 25 million because he's getting paid like 14, 15 million a year. And it stalled out. It just stalled out and things got awkward, But Hassan Reddick, I got to give him props and respect because he could have held out. Like, I'm not getting paid. The reporters start asking him about his pay. It's like, look, the business is going to be the business. And Hassan Reddick was a man of his word. He didn't hold out of anything. He played. Definitely played and still got double-digit sacks. Say what you want, chasing sacks or whatever he was doing. he still was an impact on the team. So Hassan Reddick, I really do wish the best of luck to him. I wish we would have did the right thing, but at the same time, I think it was one of those things how we did not want to make the same mistake that he made with James Bradberry. You know, a guy that's almost out of his prime. You paid him so much guaranteed money, like almost 11 million. I'm speaking of James Bradberry. He comes in the following season, look complete trash, and now you're stuck. So what if Hassan Reddick just fall off? He's 30. He don't really have time to recover. That fall off is going to come. Maybe we seen the best of Hassan Reddick. It's a huge gamble what the Eagles are doing, because what the Eagles are doing, they pushing a youth movement. Talked about this probably like a month ago. They pushing a youth. Sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, mid-20s. You sign Saquon Barkley. You could say he's older for a running back, but he's still in his 20s. You sign Landon Dickerson, who's still young. You sign Jordan Mailata, who is still young. We did not really give anybody, if I'm not mistaken, over 30 a multi-year contract. We just didn't do it. So I think Howie's trying to build for the future and keep the guys at their prime. He don't want to make the same mistake he made with James Bradberry. So, and Hassan Reddick is paying for that. He's paying for that because they was like, well, we'd rather sign Bryce Huff, who's young, for what we want, a little below the market. He's about to hit that prime. And while you probably exiting your prime, Hassan Reddick, especially if we let you go now, see what we can get, and we get a second round or a third round pick, I should say, for 2026 draft. And that's what happened there, man. I mean, again, we're going to miss Hassan Reddick. All right, so let's get into the last topic of the day. Jaylen Herz. Jaylen Herz, he was talked about, I should say, by WIP and Baldy. He mentioned something interesting to me, Baldy, about Jaylen Herz, but let's go ahead and play this clip.
I think I think Kellen Moore is creative in some ways. I think you'll see players move around. I think you'll see some pre-snap motion. I think you'll see an emphasis more on one back than a committee of backs, depending on the health or situation. But I don't think you'll see three backs rotating the way they have here. I think you'll have a backup to Saquon, but it's going to be Saquon's team. He's going to be out there on third downs. They're going to move him around. But I think the big thing really is, how are they going to coach Jalen? They're going to coach him hard the way he wants to be coached, or they're going to be soft on him. I mean, he needs to be coached hard. He needs to bounce back. He needs it. He knows he needs it. I think, that's got to be part of Kellen's demands as he installs this new offense right now.
I couldn't agree more. I believe this year you have to coach Jalen Herz hard, because that's what Jalen Herz want. You can't go soft on him. And I get it. He's the paid man now, and you try to treat him, with kid gloves a little bit, but you gotta get tough on Jalen Herz, because that's how he play at his highest level. I know Nick Sirianni would do it. Kellen Moore has to do it too. Kellen Moore, Baldy said it, great scheme, could do this and do that, but is he going to coach Jalen Herz hard? That's the big question. It's the new QB coach is going to coach Jalen Herz hard. That's the big question. And now, hopefully they do it. They don't feel like they stepping on his toes or anything, because I know they dealt with other quarterbacks, but Jalen Herz really, really needs that, because if not, again, Baldy mentioned it, sometimes Jalen Herz did look zoned out, like, it is what it is. The whole team looked discombobulated, let's be honest, but you don't want the head honcho and Jalen Herz, being that way or feeling that way. Get him ready, get him prepared. You see him make a little mistake here and there, go at him. Jalen Herz, I believe he's gonna take it to another level. And for a quote unquote bad year last year, was still really good. And I think he knows. That's why he's been working. So Jalen Herz, I believe, is going to have a fantastic year. I think he's going to have a fantastic year. I believe it might be up there with 22 or even better. A lot of these dudes, they like, okay, we got the roster. But let's really work. When you see AJ Brown, he's working. Devontae Smith putting out photos, working. A lot of these dudes working. We already know our defensive guys working. I'm not sure we signing Boston Scott back, but he's working. A lot of these dudes, man. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Sorry about yesterday. I haven't missed 2 videos in a week in a long time. But I'm going to try to go all in this following week. Try to push out that content for y'all. And I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. This is Eagle Al.